Welcome all to the Redstone Adventures featuring Cougar Knight and Frank. This guy actually has not escaped somehow. Today we're gonna do a little bit of farming. Now, you might say, honestly, no. But we are going to talk about today is what are we going to talk about today? Oh, how some simulators are the stupidest thing ever. Oh yeah, I killed a skeleton. Uh, Now you might wonder, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is, I feel things like Farming Simulator are a waste of money. And I don't really care what you say. I look at it and I'm like, why would you play something that does not look that much fun? And I hear people who go up and they're like, and I have a friend who's like addicted to and he refuses to play Minecraft unless he's the farm, he's the only one who's allowed to farm. So we were actually at a server. I think I started my own farm. I'm like, oh yeah, we needed food. You weren't on. And this is a server that I paid for. I paid for a server a while ago. And he went up and he's like, yeah, well, and he somehow found gunpowder. I know that. He found gunpowder and then he blew up the world. And I was like, he also found on a different server. Him and another kid. I tried to build a mansion. I think I spent 4 hours finding building up resources, and then it goes up and they burn it down. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? I need to find that watering hole that was from before. Yeah. So, also, I know, plane simulator. I get that. Like race car simulators. I get that. Those are all really fun games, and because I used to actually have games like those. I used to have a plane sim for I think my I had a plane sim for my PS2. Can't remember the name of it, and I used to have this really awesome racing simulator. It had everything. It had the dial, spaceship. I kind of look at Eve online and I call it. And I remember my mom went. She's like, "What are you playing?" And I'm like, "Traveling Simulator 2013." And that game is really you have to travel a lot of that game. Yeah. Uh Hopefully I'll get a little bit of food from this. And if you enjoy it, okay, no hate to you, but I don't understand it. I see it as a waste of money. I see it why would you pretend, or would farming, what was it? It was Lower Deck Simulator or something like that. It was you cut down trees, but you had to cut down certain trees. And I think, oh yeah, my friend has that, and he spent an hour. It wouldn't let him progress for an hour because the game bugged and wouldn't allow him to get to final, allow him to cut down any more trees. Got a little bit of a drink. Now, if you're new and like don't know what a simulator is, what's the difference between that and a video game? A video game is kind of like Minecraft, Dead Space, Eve, uh, Terraria, something that also video like racing games, I guess could count in that. Like stuff that could not happen. Like you're not gonna see. Like I think one of the funniest things I saw was a racing mod. Okay, a racing. Yeah, a mod for a racing game. Yeah, so one of the funniest things I think I saw was someone do. It was like one of those old like first cars, one of those 1920 like the buggies. It was one of those, and it was that they could hit 300 miles per hour. That's how fast. That's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like it was just my friend did that. But those are really is. Simulators are things like you are put into the cockpit of like a airplane and it's like fly from here to here and you must do everything like an actual pilot. That's a simulator because you're simulating you being a pilot. And a simulator is a video game, but it's a class of video games. Uh, and I don't really enjoy simulators. Do I have a shovel? I know I have one back at the house. The cave. The back cave. This That's what we're gonna discuss in the next episode, how bullshit Batman is. Cause I don't think we have enough time. Yep. I love bad glitches. We'll see you next time on the Redstone Adventures. Like, favorite, subscribe, and comment what you think of simulators. See ya!